You don't have bad taste in people. You have a womb type. And if you keep ending up with the same wrong person in a different body, then this video is going to show you why. And it's not bad taste. It's not that you have bad luck. And also, it's not that there's no good people out there. There's a specific invisible mechanism that has been quietly choosing your partners for you, and it has been running since long before you even met any of them. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to make this visible for you. And I'll show you what you're actually attracted to, because there are 4 disguises that it wears, and why the calm, available person somehow feels like nothing. And by the end of this video, you're going to be able to spot the pattern in real time and interrupt it. But first, a quick intro. My name is Victor, and this channel exists for one reason: to help you regulate your nervous system so that you can have better relationships with yourself and with the person that you love. Because almost everything about how you date traces back to one system. So let's get into it. Let's start with the problem of the spark. Because you think that you choose with your eyes, but you choose with your history. So let's start with what everyone believes about attraction. We are taught that it's chemistry, that we have to have a spark, that it has to be something magical that either happens or it doesn't happen. And you feel it in your body and you trust it completely because it's so strong and it has to be telling you the truth, right? So when we feel the electric pull, you follow it. And when you feel nothing for a person that's kind, that's available, you assume that that person is not the one. But here's the problem. If the spark is such a reliable guide, why does it keep leading you to the same painful places? It's a different person with a different face, but it's always the same ending over and over and over again. And that's not chemistry. That's a pattern. And a pattern always has a mechanism that is underneath of it. So let's talk about this hidden mechanism, because your nervous system doesn't chase the person that's compatible with you. It chases familiarity. So to find this mechanism, you have to understand one part of you, and that is your nervous system. Your nervous system is the automatic part of you. Your heartbeat, your stress response, the gut feeling that fires before your thinking mind catches up. And its entire job is to keep you safe. And the way that it decides what's safe, it's brutally simple. And it's not what is healthy. Whatever feels familiar is what your nervous system attaches itself to. Because familiar equals survivable. Now let's connect that to attraction. Because the emotional climate you grow up in became the definition of love. So if love came with anxiety, with longing, with having to earn it, your nervous system filed that under this is what love feels like. So for example, years later, you meet someone who recreates the old climate and your system, it lights up because it says, I know this. This feels like home. And that is the spark that most of us talk about. And this is not compatibility. It's recognition. And there's a second layer to that. You never experience your partners directly. You experience your version of them filter through your hopes, through your history. In each new phase, the familiar wound, it just wants to be relieved. Now, that's why the available, the secure person feels boring to you, because your nervous system has filed them as calm. So peace registers as no spark. Nothing is missing and it just feels unfamiliar. And unfamiliar feels threatening. So here are the 4 disguises. The wound wears a different face every single time. And here's where it gets useful. This mechanism wears disguises. And when you can name yours, you can catch it. And the first one is that you need an obstacle. Your feelings are the strongest when someone is taken, when that person is far away, or the timing is just wrong. And that feeling goes away the second they become fully available. And you are not addicted to them. You are addicted to the longing, because the obstacles let you feel desire without the risk of actually having someone. Now, the second one is the crisis is your escape. You are typically drawn to the one who needs saving. It feels like you have a big heart, But while you manage their chaos, you never have to look at your own life, because rescuing someone feels socially acceptable, but at the end of the day, you are simply abandoning yourself. Now, the third disguise is the disapproval of the pool. Everyone warns you about them, and it makes you want them even more, because it feels like it's us against the world. And it feels like passion, it feels like true love, but sometimes it's just two people that are bonded by resistance. Now, the fourth one and the last one is they get you. Some people understand you instantly and you feel seen by them, but check what is actually there. If you believe that you are too much, they're gonna agree. And you call it honesty. Sometimes you feel like they just know you fully. And if you really think about it, this is just your insecurity finding someone who confirms what you believe. And once you're in it, the same mechanism keeps you stuck, always waiting for the relationship to finally start. And you keep calling comfort love while two people quietly stop relating. It just has different faces, but it's the same exact wound. Now let's talk about the part that actually changes everything. You cannot change your type until you calm the system that is choosing this person. And here's the deepest layer. This pattern isn't about the people that you meet. It's about the identity underneath you. It's always about the quiet belief about who you are and what love should feel like, and the nervous system enforcing it. Because together, they do the selecting. I know this from my own experience because for years, I was always drawn to the wounded, unavailable person, and I was telling myself that I just saw their potential. And the truth is that I was chasing the familiar ache and calling it love. And every steady person felt boring to me because calm didn't match the wound that I call home. So what changed wasn't that I was finding better people. It was teaching my nervous system that calm was safe, not empty. And that is the work for you as well. And it starts with one question that you have to ask yourself in real time. So when you feel this magnetic pull, you need to pause and you need to ask this question. Is this safe or is this just familiar? Because the pull feels identical either way. And that is the trap. So get really honest with yourself and ask yourself, do I want them or do I want the chase? Then the hard part comes. Because sitting with the discomfort of a calm, available person long enough for new feelings to grow underneath the boredom is the real work. Because there's a deeper attraction available, built on safety instead of longing. But you'll never feel it if you keep leaving the second that your nervous system feels the peace. And we already know, we already established that peace to a nervous system that craves anxiety, that feels boring. So you leave. And my suggestion to you is stay. Let the unfamiliar become familiar. And that is how secure love stops feeling like settling and it starts feeling like home. So if this made it click for you, here is your next step. You can't interrupt the pattern until you know which version of you is running the show. That is why I built a free relationship pattern assessment, and it shows you the specific type and the exact wound driving your attraction. And you can find the link for that in the description of this video. And if you are ready to actually rewire it, that is where I go deeper inside of the community that I created in school. And if you want to keep seeing the mechanism behind why love feels the way that it feels, subscribe. It really does help me create more videos for you. And if you want to learn more, there are a few videos here that you can watch and learn even further. With that being said, I'll see you on the next video.